Hello, beautiful people. My name is Flame Bruce. I'm a music producer and also a broiler poultry farmer. I started broiler poultry farming as a side hustle, and the side hustle has been paying my bills and also competing with the main hustle, even paying off more than the main hustle at some point. So, in today's video, I want to talk about the importance of positioning your feeders and your drinkers in the right position that will help your birds to grow very well. So first of all, this morning I stepped out to source chicken for a client because the ones I have will not be enough for what the client is demanding for. So when I got to this neighbor's farm, he was complaining to me that some of his birds are not doing well, that he needs to treat them for some whatever what he was saying. So I said, okay, let me see the birds. When I saw them, I saw the pool. I was like, the ones is separated already. I was like, these ones are not bad. From the pool I'm seeing, it's not really bad. He said that they are not eating and they're not drinking water. That was his complaints. So I was saying that from what I'm seeing, they don't really have issues. But just withdraw feed and water from them for a while. Because one thing I noticed about broilers is that once they have regular supply of feed and water, that rush to always be eating is not always there. And coupled with the fact that the birds that we are remaining we are more of females. Because from my experience with big broilers is that, especially the females, their energy levels are usually low. The rush for feed, the excitement to eating and drinking is quite low compared to the male. On the long run, the males add more sizes than the female. So I told him that these are more females. Most times they do that shakara, they don't eat much. So but since you withdraw feed and water from them, maybe after a while, when you introduce it to them, they might rush it a little bit, because his own complaint was like they were not eating enough because he needed them to add more weight. So when I now check the birds, while we were discussing and negotiating for the prices, I was just observing the birds. Then one of them now gets up to leap. So when I was seeing the movement of the bird, I said, this one, the movement wasn't nice at all. I now discovered that their feet, they were having issues with their feet. So I tapped another one again, and that one was also leaping. I told him that this is the problem that you have. The birds are leaping, they are having issues with their leg. So they tend to find it difficult to stand up to go and eat or drink. Shey you get? So when they start having issues with their feet, they tend to have difficulties in going to feed and to drink water. And in that process, if that still continues for a while, they might lose weight. So the best thing, when you are positioning your feed and your feeders while the birds are growing, you need to raise them up, keep them on the platform. In what some farmers do is that their feeders, they raise them up. That's why most of the feeders have a knob at the top whereby you can suspend them, tie them in the rope and raise them up. Because it's always wise for you to raise the feeders and the watering cans up. Especially your watering cans. You can decide to just leave the feeders on the floor, but the watering cans, you need to raise them for two reasons: so that they stand up to drink, and secondly, so that the watering can is not too close to the floor to reduce spread of coccidosis. Because when the watering can is close to the floor, they tend to pool in it, which will now mess up the water and also lead to coccidosis in your farm. So you need to make sure that your watering can, you raise it up a little bit, something like this in this video that is coming up. Yes, okay, make sure that you raise them up so that the drinkers are up. If you're using nipple drinker, that's the best, because nipple drinkers are always advisable to be suspended at the top, at the head level of the birds, maybe about 70 degrees above their head, so that they tend to raise their head and go for water, so that they must definitely stand while they are drinking water. And that's why if your birds are standing, drinking and eating, there's every tendency that their feet will do well. That's why in broiler farms, it's not advisable for you to keep your birds for too long, because once they hit that 6 weeks mark, when they have achieved a big size within a short period of time, there's every tendency for them to have leg issues. So if you have intention of keeping your birds longer, you need to give them grower in between before finisher, because the grower feed contains calcium. Or if you don't want to give them the grower feed, you add some calcium to their finisher feed, just little quantities, not too much, to also help their bones to be strong. But the main thing, you need to make sure that your feeders and your watering cans are raised up so that your birds get to stand while drinking and eating. It will help them to exercise their muscles for them to get more stronger feet to carry their weight properly. So if you're watching this far, I guess you like what I'm just saying. Please smash the like button, and if you're new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Subscribe to help grow this platform bigger so that other people get to see these videos, and also as a means to grow this channel to also benefit me as well. So thanks for watching this far. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.